Playing full back, you're isolated. Just watch, you know, they go down the short and the foot. You know, he tries to pick it, a miracle pick up on the go. You know, he's just got to try and trap it, make sure that he collects it. Now, opportunity for England.
What a position for England again here. Set of 6, Samoa have got it all on to defend. The Samoans have been under the pump in the early stages. Here's Burgess with a big surge and the urge.
Talking about big human beings, there's one.
Tom Burgess takes them close. McIlroy stands at dummy half. Switches back to Wellesby. Now it's Williams, hunted down but gets it away. Tompkins with a step. Had he gone left, might there have been a try in the offing, but he took the decision to try and uprip them themselves. Now it comes back towards the middle. Williams. Victor Radley, big boom from Radley. 5 out. McIlroy. Williams. Burgess with a push and a push, and it takes 3 big ones to keep him at bay. Last play. McIlroy spins it back. Step inside from Wellesby. Wellesby with a kick, bounces around, and it's play on, and Samoa get possession back again.
I'll tell you something, for our viewers at home, the England number 13, Victor Radley's having a huge impact on this game. He's going into the Samoan line and attracting Samoan defenders. So if our viewers just recognise the 13, when he goes in line, something happens, he stops the defender.
Australian-born Victor Radley, but oh, there's Matt Parrish, by the way, the Samoan coach. 3rd World Cup in charge for him. Plenty of support there. Richard Agar, Jeff Tuvey, Andrew Webster, Frank Pritchard. I think they're all on that coaching roster as well. So lots of experience and know-how in the Samoan back room. Kicks away off the boot of Luai. Makinson with the catch. And here comes the carry from Tommy Makinson.
He's one down already, one of the Samoans. He's struggling.
Samoan player in strife down there, isn't it? I think it might be Papali'i, I'm not sure, but England carry on with Young. Young held up, plays it quickly.
Good play the ball.
Tompkins left to Watkins. Watkins now coming on at pace. England with another wave of attack, already leading by 2 points to 0, but looking for more. Radley now arcing into a perceived gap. Takes some effort for the Samoans to pull him down. 20 away. McIlroy looks to that left-hand side. Williams steps back down the middle again. Williams with the offload. Hill with a carry. Hill dragged down within touching distance of glory. Tompkins, he'll go out for dummy half. He's over the line. Has he touched it down? No, he's not. No, he's not. Held up. They go back 10 and play the ball again.
Yeah, slow play the ball there, so he just has a go. No, I think he's held up there. Referee's in a great spot.
There's a Samoan player injured as well under the sticks, which is why it's being held up here. England will be desperate to keep the pace alive. They want to carry on.
Well, they've had one blow already because there's one Samoan player. I couldn't recognise him going off, but it sent very innocuous.
Well, this first 12 minutes has gone really well for England. This is the Tompkins effort. Did he get it down? I don't think he did.
Great effort there, got under him.
Great
both
defence,
players.
Great committed defence that
was. Superb defence underneath your sticks. It's all England. I just think they're moving forward really well. I thought at the start of the game it was a game of chess with some weapons, some baseball bats with each other, but England are showing their incision and their precision and the discipline to get themselves in not only into this game but playing at the right end of the field. They're really carrying the ball in the backfield well.
Well, here come England again. They've still got tackles in the back here. McIlroy will have a go. The short pass. Burgess! Oh! It's bounced away, I think. The referee will have a second look here. Why not when you've got the technology? No try, he thinks, on the field. And there's not too much celebration in the England ranks, is there, either? Has Burgess got this down?
Director, can I please get a close-up and nice and slow for grounding?
What do we reckon? What do we reckon? Oh.
Can I just get
enough of a fingertip?
Director, can I just get another angle to make sure
I think he'll adjudicate, the video referee will adjudicate that he... I don't think he got downward pressure. I think he's lost that.
I've seen all available angles to make my decision. Thank you, Director.
Here we go with the decision. No try. No try.
I tell you what's good for England. They're playing at the middle. One of the strategies we thought they would play at is in and around the middle, tiring out this Samoan. Their big fellas in the middle, and it's working.
Yep, I think Burgess, has had a big start to the game. He's carried the ball where he's got over, the gain line. He's just post-tackle. He's carrying ball extremely well. Oh.
Well, welcome to the game.
He is.
Kelma Tuilangi. He's just come on for Hamlin Ueli. And he's got a big hit. Bruised ribs right from the start. To the feet goes Paolo. Plays it out to that right-hand side. Levi been operating superbly well with Huddersfield in the Super League this year. Here's Papali'i looking for an offload, flicks it away, keeps it alive. It's the other big fella down the middle, Junior Paolo. He keeps it alive as well. There's a hand there from Farnworth, which I think was pretty important, because had he not, be a knock on. Samoa's head and feet at the scrum, but that got away.
Again, the two offloads from the big lads in the middle, created the numbers on the right-hand side, and he was desperate to get his hand onto that ball because there was a clear overlap on the right-hand side.
So here's the thing, when you're playing against Samoa, you've got to be careful of the counter punch, because whatever you do with them, Jonathan, they can find a process of play, offload, and all of a sudden they're down the sideline. We've seen their shape on the left. We see Farnworth had no other opportunity than to knock that ball down there, or they're in the backfield.
Well, he gives Samoa possession inside the England half here and a chance to build. Tego 40 metres out. Levi at dummy half. Stands and plays. Back towards the middle again. Big effort once more from Tuilangi. West's Tigers forward. He's off to Manly next year. It's picked up by Levi. Short pass again. They're just trying to bully their way through the middle at the moment, but they'll spread it wide soon. Here comes Levi. Another set of 6.
Oh, big set.
So suddenly Samoa have got a great advantage here. 6 more tackles to have a go at this line. Sua put down within sight. Levi up and delivers the pass. Papali'i decides to have a go himself. 3 defenders doing the job, but they've plenty more work to do here. Levi once more spins it back. Milford out to Luai. Luai with a footwork, trying to rip a hole. Drop the ball. Drop the ball. You can't play the game without the rugby league ball in your hands. He claims it was stolen, but it's England's head and feet.
And that was the first test of England's concentration defensively, because they're going to throw lots of different shapes and lots of different styles of football at Samoa. A good captain's challenge here, have we, Dave?
Yes, we have. First captain's challenge of the tournament. So this is Robert Hicks who'll have a look at this. Every team has 1 captain's challenge per game. If it's successful, they keep that captain's challenge. If it's unsuccessful, they lose the right to challenge the referee for the rest of the game. So this is a big moment here. Big moment.
I think Luai is claiming they had the ball knocked out of his hands rather than he lost it.
Yeah, I think it's.
I think that's what they'll look at.
Yeah, I think they're looking at Welsby. Welsby made the tackle.
I'm just waiting for replay.
It's not something we see in Super League. It is something that is in the NRL, and he's now in the international game as well.
Watkins
Have you got another angle for me, please, Director?
So are they adjudicating whether that ball is stripped by Watkins, or he's lost control of the ball, Luai?
The English player is just attempting to make a tackle. Jerome Luai knocks the ball on. The challenge is unsuccessful.
There we are.
Okay, so it's a loose carry.
Well, there you go. Unsuccessful challenge from Jerome Luai. McMeekan making the tackle, not stripping the ball. The referee's original decision stands. England's head and feed, and Samoa don't have another challenge to make now in this match.
They've got nothing now.
I think there was a strange call, a very early call in the game. The first time they've had an opportunity in England's 20. I thought, very rash call, I thought, because I thought he looked as if he'd lost control. There we are.
Josh, arms around there, that last scrum.
Well, it would be interesting to see what Coach Wayne's procedure is. Do you go to the captain and somebody who has an influence on the team, or do you let anybody, as Luai just thrown in there, say, I'm the captain, and it's a challenge.
So England in possession, and they have a penalty. So it's going to be a kick to touch, which Sam Tompkins will dispatch out there and gives England those bonus yards here. These are yards they don't have to work for.
Wait here, guys! Wait!
Well, I've been impressed with England's outside backs in the way that they're helping the forwards play in and around the middle and get forward against this Samoan team.
So England looking to power forward. Tanya down on the touchline. You've got some injury news for us.
We saw Braden Hamlin-Ueli coming off. He's in a lot of discomfort with his left calf. He's got a large bag of ice strapped to it and looks pretty distraught and is being consoled by his teammates.
Well, talking about tournament, not just matches, aren't you, when injuries come in like that? So players will be disappointed if it ends here and now. But England looking to build again. Out of dummy half goes McIlroy. 3 to go in this tackle count for England. Tompkins at dummy half. Here's Victor Radley. Radley away to Williams. Williams with a step. Can't get it away. Swamped by defenders. Last play. Who's at dummy half? Hill's at dummy half. Quickly re-establishes the kick from Wellesby. Has gone straight into the hands of Crichton. Crichton's not got the pace to get the distance.
I'm surprised there.
But he has lifted the pressure on that Samoan defence.
I thought that he'd have the gas head, you know, just put his foot in the pedal and have a run. He was caught very, very easily.
It was a poor kick from Wellesby, wasn't it?
It was poor kick.
So Samoa in possession. England leading 2-0. You'd say the dominant team so far, Brian Noble. A worry that it's only 2-0 from an English point of view?
Well, for me, yes, but let's take the positives. They've been very positive. They haven't had any trouble going forward against this Samoan team. We've got lots of individuals. Radley, Farnworth, Makinson looking dangerous. Williams is looking dangerous when he takes. So staying at that end of the field is very important for England. This is the part of field you don't want Samoa to have the ball. That's the danger. That's the worry for England. That element of concentration and discipline that they need in defence.
Well, it's the last play in the set here. What can they conjure up? The kick is from Milford. The chase is on. Tompkins will feel the pressure. Play on. No shepherding by Williams.
I thought
so
that was...
England get possession back again. Let's hear from a former England skipper down on the sidelines, Jamie Peacock.
Thanks, Huddy. Yeah, I think it's just been an excellent start from England so far, based off the back of real strong carries from the outside backs and the forwards, but also getting the detail right. England look really, really well organised when they've got the ball in their hands and attacking, and particularly in and around George Williams. My worry is, though, 2 opportunities and miss both those opportunities. You don't get many within test matches to take those. Hopefully they can create some more off the back of those carries and the ability to be organised.
Tonkins on the inside, Matty Lees is on the field. He brings a bit of kapow, doesn't he? Matty Lees up to play. It's Tompkins with a final kick at the end of the set. Oh, there's a chase on there. It's taken by Taboy Fidau eventually.
I think England have been happy. You know, they're controlling the game. They're controlling the areas where the game is being played. They haven't given Samoa any opportunities, you know, in their own 20. And again, I think he's forced the error once again.
No, it's a penalty.
It's a penalty.
Penalty for Samoa.
They needed that, Samoa.
They did. They haven't had any ball time, really. You know, they've been cutting the ball out of their own half all the time. They've only had 4 play the balls, you know, in opposition 20 so far. So that's how dominant England have been.
I'll tell you, it was interesting as well, the body language of the Samoan side ahead of that 6 when they were trying to bring it out of yardage. A lot of players who are taking plenty of time to get back, who looked a bit gassed at this stage.
A lot of hands on hips. Yeah. That's a sign of fatigue, but they can explode into life. So you've got to be really careful. That's why the element of concentration for England has to be of the highest level. And as JP said from the sideline, you've got to take your opportunities.
Sewer up to play. Levi throws it to that right-hand side. Tapau is on the field, brings it forward now, but hits again. 3 willing England defenders. Levi again has a look right and left. There's some big fellas out there, including Polo, the skipper. Junior Polo wants to play it as quickly as he can. Levi scampers, looks, there's a bit of a hole there, but it closes quickly. Last play again here for Samoa. 15 out. Last to go, it's back with Milford. Milford with the step, Milford with a chip, and safely taken by Wellesby, and Wellesby's on his way, but just feels a bit of a bump from Luai.
Yeah, so dangerous, those half-backs. Ball in hand, you've got to close them down. You can't switch off defensively on the inside. You've got to keep pushing.
I tell you what, for an opener, this is a brilliant matchup. All the things you strategists want to look in the game, but if you're just tuning in on the channel this afternoon, you'll think, wow, what is this game?
Across the line it comes, but Samoa's line is quick. And England's advantage is kept to a minimum. Here's Victor Radley. Radley with a carry. Last play. McIllorum. Back it comes to Williams. End over end kick. It's going to find the grass, is it? No, it's not. It's taken well by Tabuai Fidau. And Samoa start from there. Robbie Hunter-Paul, what are you saying?
Well, we've just seen over the last 7 to 8 minutes, the last 3 sets from Samoa, England were absolutely swallowing up their go forward, so they've had to change up a few things. Danny Levi's obviously been told start to jump out of Akin half. He was one of the top meter makers out of Akin half in the Super League this year, and he's starting to cause some trouble in and around the ruck for England.
Here's Levi again, still 10 metres short of the halfway line here, so England will be fairly satisfied with the lack of progress so far by Samoa, but like the fellas have been saying, they've got so many electric players on that outside that anything can happen at any time. So power put down. Last play. Slow play. Slow play the ball.
Very slow.
Well, the blue number 6 is the danger for England. Luai, Jerome Luai, if he gets the ball in some kind of space with people outside him, then watch out.
Milford's kick is a boom. It's taken by Tommy Makinson.
That's a poor kick again. He had plenty of time. I think Radley hurt himself. He put pressure on Milford, and he's kind of on his haunches in backfield there. But he'll be disappointed with that kick.
Watkins. Tell you what, he's had a great season, hasn't he, Callum Watkins?
He's having a great game here as well, Dave.
Playing in the centres. He's been playing second row this year. Oh, Williams has met the rope. Gets the support on the inside. Wellesby's over for the first try in this World Cup. Listen to the noise now. Newcastle finds its voice. England find a little bit of magic, and they're out to a lead of 6 points to 0.
Yeah, great. That's what this crowd wanted. Wanted a spark to get behind this England side, and that guy has done a great support play. Direct running. You don't usually see it from one of the half backs, but it was just.
Well, it's the middle.
Your sleeves up, isn't it? There you go.
Look at this. Here's the first effort from Watkins. Gets the quick play of the ball. Williams busts the line, and Wellesby's half-back partners on the inside to finish off the play. But Callum Watkins deserves all the credit there to get them rolling forward.
Yeah, Tompkins goes well, and it's Williams. They'd be disappointed with that defence. 2 players on a half-back. Should have put him to deck. But he runs through the tackle and has a great half-back. Welby's on his shoulder there. Tompkins asks the questions first of all. Great angle by Williams. Great support. England try.
Well, those people that love spine football, half-backs and full-backs will be crowing at the moment. Tompkins, Wellesby and Williams. 1-6-7 in and around the middle, and it's Tompkins that exploits the middle. Sean Wayne liked it as well, didn't he?
Yeah, I think that's a special moment. Colin Maskell, the tour manager, just behind him as well. Former Leeds hooker.
Well, you needed that. They needed that. They were control of the game. They needed to come away with something.
That's a fantastic point you make there, Jonathan, because they'd had all the ascendancy and only 2 points on the clicker, on the billboard. Now that's 6 and going to 8.
Second test appearance for Jack Wellesby. First England try. Here comes Makinson with the kick and puts it over. And 8 points to 0. Suddenly has a little more of a comfortable feel for England, and he's perhaps representative of what they've done so far.
Totally deserved. Watkins has been outside. All the outside backs have found their fronts, and this enables Sam Tompkins here to jump out, destroy a couple of Samoan defenders. Finds Williams on the fly through the middle, breaks a tackle, and Wellesby's partner in crime up the middle.
Yeah, quick play of the ball. The importance of quick play of the ball. Tompkins spots it, goes at the dog leg defence.
Well, in and around the ruck, they were ordinary there, weren't they, Samoa?
They were.
Yeah, it's really slow with a restart here. I think they've taken them by surprise that they need a kicking team.
I'm always worried in the press conference beforehand or through the week. Matt Parrish had said that we're a bit undercooked. Now, that can drift back to the team and sometimes give you, well, we're a bit undercooked. We'll wait for the next couple of games.
It's all right saying they're undercooked, but, we've said this a lot. 5 or 6 or 7 of them were playing in a grand final 3 weeks ago, so...
No, I'm reinforcing what you're saying, Dave. I don't buy into that. No. You've got to go full on right from the start.
One of these English players, it's a long time since they played rugby league in anger, isn't it?
Also, this is not a knockout game at the moment. Right? Both these sides should go through, but the draw is a lot harder if you don't win this game.
Lose this game, you're likely to finish second. You're likely to play Tonga in the quarterfinals. Oh, what a ball! Brilliant to remember. Brilliant.
I tell you what, not many people outside of the rugby league would have heard of this guy Wellesby. Young kid, came on the scene, and he has been absolutely brilliant. He can play in most positions, and just watch the ball he gives Dom Young here. Just watch it. They come on the short side, 3-on-2, picks the right pass, and this has got a lot to do. He's got a lot to do. He just drifts inside the full back. Brilliant pace. What a try. What a try.
Well, here you see it in the narrow. Here's Wellesby going at the line. What a pass, as you say, 3-on-2. Dom Young still got to finish this. He's still got to beat Suaalii, who everybody's crowing about. I agree with you. Wellesby, Dom Young, Farnworth, they're superstars in the making.
Oh, we've waxed lyrical, haven't we, before the tournament began, about the sparkle in that Samoan lineup. And maybe we've just underplayed the sparkle in that England squad, because they've done it twice now.
I think in previous internationals and in previous World Cups, the forwards have always been there, but we've missed that little spark compared to New Zealand and Australia in the back line, especially the back three. Now, you know, this kid, Dom Young, Wellesby, you know, they are looking a lot better.
Nickerson pops it over again. England are loving this. They're loving this. They lead by 14 points to 0. It's all going England's way at the moment.
Thoroughly deserved. Here we see that Wellesby goes into the line and releases Dom Young. He's still got Suaalii to beat, which he does, and then he opens up those big legs of his and gets there. I agree. The outside backs for me, Makinson, Farnworth, Young, Watkins particularly, and then the half-backs have been outstanding on the platform that the forwards in the white shirts have provided for them. They've had to do the tough stuff first.
Get behind, guys.
Well, he's having the time of his life at the moment, is he, Dom Young? Great season in the NRL. What was it, 14 tries in 22 appearances this last year for the Newcastle Knights. Just a couple of games at Huddersfield before he went down under to learn and build on his trade, and it's obviously done him a world of good. Here's another man who's had a spell in Australia, Mike Cooper. Back with Wigan these days, and now Watkins will take it on.
I think they've controlled the game, very, very efficiently. And then, you know, we spoke about 2 opportunities. Jamie did, but they've scored 2, created 2. And they're in a good position now. Just keep on doing what they're doing.
Back on the inside, Mike Cooper again. Another of those relatively fresh from the interchange bench. McIlroy at dummy half. Radley. Pass away was asking a little bit there, wasn't it? McIlroy out of dummy half. This is the 6, so it's the chip and the chase. Suaalii's had a bit of a shaky game at the back with those bouncing balls, but this time he picks up safely enough. And Samoa start from there.
England first class again with their exit strategy, so carrying the ball down the field, finding a short kick. They're in control of their defensive situation then. Everything going really well, and to plan, you would have to say, for England.
Is there going to be something coming from that Samoan side? And I think we just got our answer there from Junior Paulo. Crash, bang, wallop, and now they go wider, and again they untie themselves, and England get cheap possession back again.
That's just forcing the pass. You know, they haven't had much, you know, possession. They haven't had good field position. Now you can see they forced that pass. It wasn't on. Keep possession. They're getting frustrated.
McIlroy, England building again. Can they go back to back here with scores?
Well, the discipline with which they're playing, Dave, I have no reason to believe that they can't, as opposed to what Samoa are doing.
Radley. Victor the inflictor, 15 away. McIlroy back to the inside. Wellesby, now Williams. The 2 major generals in the middle. Here's Farnworth. He's had a game every carry. He's taken it past that first tackle by another 5-10 metres every time. Wellesby stops. Back again. McIlroy. Tompkins stops. Back again towards the middle. Keeping those Samoans guessing. Now it comes wide. McMeekan. Tackle 5. Here comes the last. They're numbering up on this right-hand side. Wellesby, and the pass away! Oh, Young's in again! Young's in again! It's absolutely magic. It's a combination of circus tricks and Superman as Young flies in at the corner, and England are wondrous just at this moment.
Well, take a bow, Dom Young. That's a great finish on another outstanding Jack Welsby pass. All in purposes, you think he's going to kick the ball, he doesn't. He finds out a Young who's got millimetres, centimetres to work in, but he ain't going to be stopped there. Here's the error that gives England field position, and that's something that Samoa do have to address. They're picking it up, they're like sharks, and they go Welsby at the line again, Watkins the threat, Young the pass, into the corner.
I think on the previous side, there was an overlap. He's just ball watching there. The way he can't do that. You know, Paul Pierce can't just ball watch. When he shows, he just keeps and runs the touchline. Welsby's found him. He knows he's there. He's got to go out and pick his man now. You know, that's poor defence by Samoa there. But again, Welsby coming on the short side, inside runner holding the inside defence, and then a beautiful pass. The right choice. You know, brilliant play again by England. Very comfortable at the moment.
Oh, never mind, he's going to be a star in this World Cup. He is a star in this World Cup. He's just put his name in lights, hasn't he?
Absolutely, but he's not on his own. But the fact that he finishes with such aplomb, I think Welsby's as big a star, as Jonathan points out. He's just, the two passes he's just found in the last couple of series of players have been outstanding.
I think with Welsby, I said I compared him to Gary Conley, which is a high accolade, but also now I think there's a little bit of Iestyn Harris in him. So if you get, you know, a mix up of those two players, Welsby is a class act.
And what about a kid Farnworth on the other side as well? What a game he's having so far.
We'll watch his kick.
I can't remember an England performance. We're only in the first half. Still a lot of games. I cannot remember an England performance as good as this for a long time. There's Makers with a kick. It goes wide. Sure, the World Cup last time around, 2017, that final, you know, the grit, the determination. But in terms of what they're doing here to a very good Samoan side, it's been a long time since we've seen this, Brian.
To see Radley there again, he has been very influential. He was an inside shoulder, which gave the option for Welsby to put the ball inside, held that defence, and then just a beautiful pass. I think they've taken every opportunity. They've showed composure. So they play. You know, this is a brilliant, you know, 30 minutes from England.
There are some debutants that are certainly making a name for themselves, aren't they? Not debutants, but new players. You mentioned that COVID delayed this competition by a year. I think there are 3 players playing out there that might not have played a year ago for England.
Yeah. I think a year ago, Dom Young might have been playing for Jamaica, his country of heritage. His brother's playing for Jamaica, isn't he, in this tournament? Would Herbie Farnworth have been ready? Well, he's ready now. He's ready now.
Tompkins had a good game as well so far, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And again, hold, that's it. Good decision. Hold on to it.
McIlroy picks up. Back to the middle they come again. Morgan Knowles is on the field.
Quick play of the ball.
Expect only the very best from him in this this tournament. Here's Williams. They're marching them downfield again here, but they're on the last play. England on the last play. That's not going to deter them to attack, though, is it? No, it's not. Welsby, little chip over the top, trying to find a little bit of space, but it's taken by Toho on that far side, and Samoa have it ball back again. But look how close to their own line again.
That's what they want to be. You know, we talk about the Samoan back three. We haven't seen them in attack. That's all they've done is carried ball out from a good set and a good kick to finish.
Yeah, England, and that's down to England's game management. That's down to their discipline. I can't remember them making an error, England. And that's the discipline and concentration we spoke about at the start of the game that they needed. Well, they've passed that test with flying colours.
Really slow from Samoa again at the back here. She's going to help England with their line speed in defence. They're really struggling to make yards here, these big Samoans. Just trying to get a bit of flash from Sualihi, who's doing well, who's doing really well. Sualihi, this is a kid who can dazzle, but he's lost the ball. He's lost the ball.
I think he was looking for the support on the right-hand side. It's a tremendous run by the full-back, and he just looked up to see if there was support on the right-hand side. Lost control of the ball.
All that class, and then just suddenly clumsy. Another set of 6 here.
That's a snapshot of why everybody before this World Cup was talking about that boy. That's just one snapshot. And if they can string some of that together, it's a whole lot tougher game for England.
He's dropped the ball twice, though, hasn't he? Now?
He has.
McIlroy. Dummy half.
They're a man short as well here.
Welsby, interception. Tay goes away. I don't think they're going to catch Isaac Tago. Tompkins will do his best, but Isaac Tago, they needed a gift, they got a gift. Samoa have their first try. It's the young Penrith Panther who's finally got them on the board. Does that lift their mood? We shall see.
I was just about to say, it's all England needed to do was have a settler set, because Swali had made that break. They just needed to settle and get the kick into the corner once again. But unfortunately, Wellesby's looking for, that pass. It's worked for him in previous occasions. Well, this time, he just picks the wrong man.
Well, he's tried to go for it again because he had Watkins and Young with an overlap. But Tago's had to pick his pocket there. He's had to go in the line, as we've seen there, and then it's a straight run in with that kind of prowess.
The difference there is when they were on the front foot, they're looking for it. He wasn't on. You could read that from the stand up here, and that's given Samoa a little bit of a chance.
Well, I was about to say it's about the individual prowess, Samoa. There's Wellesby's ball, and Tago's picked Callum Watkins' pocket because they had a 2-on-1, had they executed properly. So they have to be careful. We saw a snapshot previously. Sualihi piling up the middle. Tago looking for an opportunity. They need to make sure with their next at England that Samoa aren't given that opportunity again. Yeah,
they haven't created anything, Samoa, yet, have they? They've been a lovely break by the fullback, and then just an intercept from Tago. So just first mistake really for England.
Stephen Crichton settling himself here. Another of the Panthers in this Samoan side, looking to add the 2 to the 4 to give Samoa a big lift as well. Less than 5 minutes to half-time. Timing sometimes can be everything, and the kick is good. The flags are raised. 18 points to 6, and suddenly England's dominance, not quite as much.
But they're still dominant, and they shouldn't be distracted from going away from what they've been doing. That's the first error I can remember England. Don't get me wrong, it's a double whammy. It's really costly because he had his pocket picked, Wellesby. But they have to keep playing the same way, England. I think they've been really good.
Yeah, just, don't chase it. There's no need. They played very well, controlled, composure, good kick and chase. Haven't made many errors. You make an error, you get punished for it at this level.
Yeah. I think Wellesby's keeping his record up of having a hand in every try so far as well.
He has, unfortunately, yes.
He gets an assist for that one.
Yeah. Points for Fantasy World Cup Rugby League, if that exists. Anyway, Samoa back in possession. 4 minutes to half-time. Is there a lift in their step? Is there an extra optimism, confidence, positivity about that body language now as they bring it forward again? Topau. Seen him many times in New Zealand colours down the years, but like so many, electing to play for the country of heritage at this World Cup. Aloyae going through the tackles again. It's slow, isn't it? From the play the ball, Milford, left it comes. The step from Luai creates a bit of danger, keeps it alive. Milford's going as well. England players around him, they can't pin the ball down. Levi has it now. Danny Levi, he will be stopped, and that's tackle 5, so 1 to go.
I think just went the wrong way, Danny Levi there, getting numbers on the right-hand side.
Topau, last play, Milford's kick. It's a challenge as well, but not for Makinson, who takes it safely.
Well, it's the first time they've looked an element of threat there, isn't there, from Samoa? They have to be careful. A couple of times they've gone on the inside through Levi, and Luai turned back inside a couple of times. Just don't quite look fluent, do they, Samoa?
With again there, didn't make the yards, but again a really quick play the ball, wasn't it? So England on the front foot. Makinson will continue to try and prize that advantage.
The outside backs have been outstanding there. You can't separate them all. Whilst Young will get the headlines with his finishes, the work that they're all doing is tremendous.
There's Knowles, Morgan Knowles. England looking wide. Williams is looking down the middle and got the support from Makinson. Forward pass. Forward pass. Thought he found the key to the door. But the door slammed shut with the referee's whistle.
I didn't think it was forward.
I think he was in a good position. As you can just watch him. He blew straight away.
Back here.
Tanya's got some injury news down on the sidelines.
Yes, Samoa really in the wars here. Tabao Fido's come off. He looks like his day is done. He's got a lower leg injury. They hope it's not broken, but it's not looking good.
Well, that's a shocker, isn't it? On the opening day of the tournament, and it's bad news.
None of us want to hear that kind of news.
Levi comes left. Here's Topau. Offload. Luai's influence is just growing.
Great offloads.
Levi again. Milford. Both halves are just taking it on their shoulders now, aren't they, to try and open up this England defence. He was looking for a restart there on the set. The referee said play on. Levi. Jerome Luai.
We're just getting a snapshot for our viewers at home. The team in blue have come to life a little bit in the last 5 minutes.
There's a reset. Minute and 10 seconds to go. So England have got to defend this. Samoa with an opportunity to narrow that gap again before the siren sounds. Oh, that's a brilliant catch. This time from Sualihi. And Sualihi, oh, England's defence recovers superbly. And boy, did it need to. Brilliant offload. I think it was Papali'i in the middle of that. England are offside there. Certainly on the outside, Callum Watkins came rushing out, but they've escaped that. I think a warning from Ashley Clyde.
Got away with that one.
Papali'i, sorry.
They're on.
It was Paolo, and then the kick to the England area, but Crichton's not going to get there.
With an England player take it out.
Have a look at his face, Ref. Just have a look at his face. That's the answer.
No, I knew he hadn't got there. I knew he hadn't got there. I was just wondering if an England player had taken it out there.
Confirm that he knocked the ball on.
I'm agreeing with you, Dave.
That's how dangerous they are, though, isn't it? The offloads are coming in. Everybody wants. The half-backs all of a sudden are picking their game up. They're picking up on the tired foot on the front rowers. And they got beautiful feet, you know. Milford
and then follow through.
And Luai.
Here we go.
Right side kick chaser on side from Samoa.
Okay,
play through, please.
Two players in blue on the inside of the kick are offside, but they're not involved.
Shoulder to shoulder. Okay, can I get a close-up now on potential grounding? And nice and slow, please.
He's saying no infringement, isn't he? It's just about the grounding here.
Session.
Have a look. Oh, I tell you.
Okay, can I go back on that, please? But can we speed it up a little bit?
Wow.
It just goes blurry, so can we just play? Yeah. Stay at this speed. Yep.
Does he bounce it, or is it in control?
Yeah.
There's downward pressure there.
Yes, I think so.
Can I have that angle again, please? That angle. Yep.
Let's leave it to the video ref.
Okay, I've seen all angles to make my decision. Thank you, Director.
It's a big one. 28 seconds at half-time. This is a huge one. Which way is it going?
Has he gone up to this?
He said no try.
Knock on.
Yeah, knock on. Knock on.
That could have gone either way.
England will breathe a sigh of relief, but there you go. I mean, that will give encouragement. Crichton wasn't far away there, was he?
I think his body language gave it away a little bit. I'd have been a little bit more excited if I'd have, done that.
If he'd have punched the air, they might have given that try.
Yeah.
Just to remind our viewers at home as well, they're just tuning in, that just shows the danger of this Samoan team. You cannot, and the importance of concentration and discipline at the international level, as well as England played. If that had been adjudicated to be a try, they're one score behind.
Cooper with the drive, 10 seconds remaining in this first half. It's been terrific from England so far, but we've seen enough from Samoa to suggest there's a second half performance from them. But the hooter sounds. It's all about England's backs in that first half. They have been sensational, not the least of them Dom Young with his 2 tries. Again, not the least of them Jack Welsby with what he's created in that first half. But at half-time, England looking good. They lead by 18 points to 6.
Well, England have opened their World Cup with an engaging first 40 minutes in front of an enthralled home crowd. Dominic Young, the firebrand, with a first half double. This one was one of the best highlights of that first half for England, and they lead 18-6. Samoa just taking a little while to warm up at St James's Park, but the World Cup is underway. After the break, we'll have all the highlights from Newcastle. Now, a reminder today, a career
a try as well for Samoa. He laid on a beautiful pass there for Isaac Tungo, who raced 80 metres to score, and all of a sudden things started to swing Samoa's way, and Stephen Crichton a failed opportunity in the final minute to get the ball down. But I feel like even though it's 18-6, Samoa would be reasonably pleased at half-time. The gap's only 12, but yeah, it was a tremendous start from England.
The commentary said Jack Welsby and Dom Young, it's circus tricks and Superman. And Jack Welsby, he's already a star in the Super League. You know this really well. Now he's ready to show the rest of the world what he's made of. What makes him so versatile and so useful?
I think he just goes under the radar. You know, he can play fullback, he can play lock, he can play back row, centre, 5'8". He's aggressive defence as well. So he can read the play. These 2 tries that he set up, he swung around the short side. He's got his man to tie up the centre and 5'8", and then he's already playing the short side. So he's playing lines up footy. But you know, his ability to do that and versus his versatility around the park makes him so dangerous in the squad.
Jack Wellsby, definitely one to watch so far in this
Terrific.
World Cup. What about Dominic Young?
Yeah, I mean, that's the great thing about this World Cup is opportunity, right? Because Wellsby probably wouldn't have got a start either if Johnny Lomax was fit. He's dominating out there on the world stage. But Dominic Young, what a revelation he's been. He had a great year. I think he scored 14 tries out.
In England, Jack Wellsby has announced himself to the rest of the world. A first-half double for Dominic Young. It is England. They lead 18-6 over Samoa. Here are your World Cup commentators.
Well, so far so good as far as England are concerned. Samoa will feel they've got plenty to fix up in this second half. There he is, the star of the show so far tonight because of his 2 tries, Dom Young. By the way, there's so many opportunities to experience this World Cup over the next 5 weeks. England's next match, by the way, is in Bolton against France next week. You can see that on this very channel that you're watching right now, but I think there's 1 or 2 tickets still available. Off we go, second half to determine the opening favours of this opening game. England not necessarily in the box seat, but looking very strong at the moment, leading by 18 points to 6. Jonathan Davis and Brian Noble alongside. How do you see this second half going?
Well, I think it's important.